A very good morning, students, and welcome to the day third training session on concepts of internet. Today we are going to discuss in detail about how internet works, what are the key elements which is required for internet to work, and I think we will also have a lot of myths which is we can get a clarity that how internet is completely when we click on a website, how exactly it works, which all servers it is trying to hit, what is the role of DNS, what is the role of IP address, all those things. I think major concepts we are going to cover today, right? So before I start, I wanted to give you one question to think. Okay, have you ever wondered what actually happens in the background when you click a link or open a website, right? Think about this. What exactly happens? For example, you wanted to order some pizza, right? So what we used to do, we have to go to the web browser, or if it is app is available in the web browser also, we have to type the URL. Like if we are using from the Pizza Hut or Domino's, we are going to mention that URL, and then we hit enter. Immediately what has happened, the page loads up. The Domino's Pizza page is loading up, but in between what is happening, how it works completely, have you ever think about it? That's a question, right? Is it like internet is very easy to work on? Is like internet is like so fast that it can immediately gives me the website link or website page, right? So to be very honest, internet is very complicated, and internet is, yes, to understand internet is a little easy process to understand, right? Because we need to understand one thing, that internet is something where every minute there are many activities are happening today, which you must be also aware about. Just to give you some insight on the data, Facebook, right, the popular social media website, approximately 1.7 million pieces of content are shared on Facebook, worldwide user. Okay, in every minute 1.7 million, maybe the photos, maybe the videos, maybe the post, maybe the links, anything, almost like 1.7 million piece of information. Instagram, around every minute 347,000 stories are posted. YouTube, user is watching over 5 million videos every minute. So when you open a YouTube, you click a video and immediately it's open for you, right? How it happens, and how for the 5 million users it is happening, because again the parent company is Google, right? And Facebook, the parent company is Meta. Their database, their servers, everything must be, we think that it must be in the somewhere in the US, and let's say we upload our profile picture, where it is goes and stores, it must be storing somewhere in their database, right? In their database it goes and store the profile picture or any video we uploaded in their database. Now their database is not in our computer, it may be very far from us. But what exactly happens when we click a video, immediately it starts, like the request is going to their database, fetch the video and play in front of us. How fast it must be traveling. Okay, and it is not only with you, it is with 5 million user. Almost every minute they are using this, watching the video. Email, every minute, the amazing status that every minute more than 200 million mails are sent and doing the transfer. Who is taking care of this all logistic? Okay, then flight data, every minute the flight related search, the moment the flight takes off to the place where it's landing, every minute the entire engine information, every logs it takes it, and it gives the every minute every information it tries to give it to the operators, right, about the status of the flight. And this is what is happening today, right? So today topic we are going to discuss is about internet. We'll try to understand some complicated concept in easy way, how it works, what are the career possibilities are available for internet, what is the web browsing, and some kind of quiz questions we'll try to understand. That's the fundamental of today's session. So once again, welcome everyone. Today we are going to explore about this concept of internet. Now, before we go into the detail, dive into the concept, how it works and all those things, one thing we should all will be in the same page. We need to understand one thing, that what is the application of internet, which you can mention in your notebook also. Everyday basis, what top 5 things which we cannot do without internet. You can think about that and write it. I'll give you some time. What are the 5 things which cannot be done without internet in our daily lives? Think about your parents, think about your school, think about yourself personally, think about what are the 5 things. Because today it has got a countless application in our daily lives. We use it for communication, whether we use a WhatsApp for sending a message, we use maybe for watching the reels, maybe we are doing the online classes, maybe we are doing the that's for the communication, maybe for the collaboration. The big IT companies, everybody collaborate with each other in the different time zones. They collaborate. Maybe we use for education purpose, for the board result. Imagine if the internet is not there, how we would have got the results online. Okay, and then I think it's about entertainment. Today the internet is helping us also in watching our favorite web series and movies, everything on internet. We don't have to go even to the movie theater. Shopping is one of the example for it, where we can go and nowadays the online shopping is so trending, the e-commerce market is so trending, the people are going and purchasing a lot of things on the internet and much more, right? So you also think, what are the 5 things which you use per day without internet it cannot be done? Just write it out. Imagine if internet is not there, what could have happened today, right? So anyways, we'll discuss about the detailed history of internet and how it is going to work out. What are the first who has, like, how the armies has first used the internet, right? But before I start our today's topic, I really wanted to thank the internet. Because of internet, because of this revolution, today we are connected, right? You are able to hear me, I am able to deliver a session which is really helpful for you to understand the concepts, right? The internet is indeed a revolutioning various industry with new trends. The internet is global network of interconnected computer that communicate with each other. Okay, that's the formal definition of internet. Okay, if you want, you can write it also. Then we can break it. The internet is a global network of interconnected computer that communicate with each other. It's a big statement. I think we should understand it. We can break it out, because it is mentioning about the computers are connected across the world. But maybe if I'm using a laptop, I don't think so my laptop is connected to anybody else. But why this definition of, but still I'm getting internet, right? So it's definitely a connection of computers, servers and many things. But before we understand the concept of internet in detail, we need to understand what is network. Okay, like you have got your, if I ask you what is your, like tell me about your network, how many people are there in your own network? Maybe it is a Facebook network or social media network, or in your physical world network. You will say, okay, in my friend circle I have got five of my friends in the classroom, and maybe my network is in my previous school I have got some more friends in my society, in my where I stay, there I have got some friends. So this is my network, right? In terms of internet, the network is, the meaning is almost same. Network can be formed when two or more computers are linked together. Okay, that's a network, simple network example. Okay, every computer or device on a network can send and receive data from any of the other computer and device connected to the network. A computer which is not part of network is called as a standalone computer. Okay, so whenever you purchase a laptop or you purchase having a desktop, when it is not connected, it is not connected to the internet or cables or nothing, it's just a brand new laptop or computer which is just kept for doing one purpose, maybe for using purpose, maybe the internet is not running on the machine. In that case, it is definitely called as it's a standalone computer. Okay, but we have to understand one thing, how it can be connected in network. Okay, imagine a situation with your think about your own friend circle. Let's say you are the member group of 5 friends. Now all the 5 friends wanted to connect to each other. Okay, they wanted to share the data from one computer to another computer. Let's say the student A, B, C, D, E is there. Now all the student has got different types of data in all their computer. One student has got PPT, one student has got some videos, some student has got some Word document, some student has got some kind of clips. Okay, and some students may have got some scanned copies. Now they all wanted to share their data to each other, whoever is requesting it. But the catch is, maybe in the initial phase when they have got all the 5 laptops, how they can share the data, that's a question. Okay, when I ask you the question, you will give me the answer. Okay, yes, either we can share by pen drive, that means we can copy data from one system, we can paste it to other system. But that can be done without pen drive. How you can do without pen drive or without any external drive? So that can be done when you all are connected. How can you be connected? There should be a wire between all your computers which is connected to a central hub, and when a special wire is connected to all your computers, I'm talking about first about the wired connection, then I'll talk about the wireless also. When a central wire is connected to all your machines, maybe internet is not there, you cannot open the google.com, but just a wire connection is there. But a special wire is called RJ45 Ethernet cables. If that cables are connected with a central switch, that's a hub we call it as, if it is connected, what happens? That wire is capable of transmitting the data from one computer to another computer. Only you have to enable some settings on the computer. You have to allow the network discovery. You have to allow some kind of settings of file transfer. Then what happens? You can go to your computer and go to the network discovery. You'll find all your friends' 5 computer inside your computer, and you can transfer the files. You can share the folders. You can do a common printouts. Many things can be done. So this process was adopted by the school. This kind of intranet process are there, which is the network. So giving you examples, this is what it shows up. These are the 5 computers which your friends are having it. They all are initially a standalone computers. Then what happens? There is a wire. This is how the wires look like. This wire is a special wire called RJ45, and it helps you in transferring the data. It's also called as an Ethernet wire, which has got 2 ends. It's similar end, and one end can go to the computer, has got a RJ45 ports. So this will go into the ports, and other side can go to the other computer. Or if you have got more than one computer, what you can have it is, this is called as a hub, right? Network switch. So this is a small device which is having some kind of power connection, and this kind of slots are there. Example, in this device you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 slots are there. That means 8 computer can be connected for file sharing and file accessing process inside a system. Okay, so this is the one method, and this is again the extension cord which is giving the power supply to this machine, right? So this is how you can form a network easily. So example, whenever you want to do practically, you can do like this. You can have 5 Ethernet cables, and sometimes you can try doing these things. It will form a small network, and you can transfer the photos, images, everything from one computer to another computer. But imagine if I don't have these cables available with me, and this device available to me. What or these things is available to me. Now, how I can do it? Definitely we can try to find out some another device which can help us in connecting wireless. Okay, now earlier computers, the PCs, the computer basically which is there in computer labs, they don't have the wireless option. They always work on the until we put a wireless device on that. But what exactly is happening here is it has got a very important feature. The laptops especially has got a wireless option. In the mobile phone also you have got a wireless options, right? Now what has happened, there is a special device called as a router. Okay, now what router is doing, it is connected, and router is a kind of wireless device which will have some name. Let's say the name is school Wi-Fi. Okay, what will happen, maybe it is not connected to the internet, but just a router, plain router is connected to the power connection, and it is there. So it is going to give you the name of the router as a school Wi-Fi, which all the 5 system will go and check what is the school Wi-Fi ID and password. They will connect through the wireless, like how you connect the hotspot, right? So same way, this all 5 computer will be able to connect to this machine. This is a router. This will connect right here, and once it is connected, what happens, they all belongs to a wireless network, and still they can do the operation what they are doing it. So for a wired kind of network setup, what is the device we require, and for wireless kind of network setup, what kind of devices we require, I just showed you. And to make it more simple, if you want to test it out, if you don't have the router at your place and you have 2 machines, instead of router you can also make one of your mobile phones or one of the computer also as a wireless router. Okay, because in mobile phones you must be having the option of hotspot. So suppose if I have to connect 5 computer, I will turn on my mobile phone hotspot. It is simple method, simple experiment. We'll turn on the mobile hotspot and will allow all the 5 computer to connect to my hotspot. If it is connected, then all the 5 systems are part of a same network, and then you can form a communication. So this is the typical example of a network. Imagine this is the school. There is a school where all the computers are connected through this RJ45 cable, and they are connected to a common system. What is the advantage? Everybody will be in the school, will be able to share the files, centralized file sharing, and all those options can be done, and it is a secure system has been formed in the campus. But I'll give you some more examples now when the use of internet will come into picture. So this is the local area network, which is called as a LAN. The basic network is the local area network, which is cabled by in the local place, maybe in the school campus. Okay, so what you can do is, example, you can draw a diagram for your understanding and mention how you can set up a wired network and how you can set up a wireless network. These 2 diagrams I wanted you to make it with the right devices. Now giving you one more example. Okay, imagine this is the situation. Okay, let me just show you this as a image, which is solution for it. I'll zoom it and show you. Now imagine this is one of the school campus which is connected to the local network. There is internet is not there right now. Same way, there is one more local network which is there, which is maybe this network is maybe in the head office. Example, your school is in some city, and in the same city there is a head office of your school where the office team is sitting up. Okay, or yeah, that could be the one of the example that the office team is sitting into the headquarter is there in the regional office is there in one other location. Now they all wanted to access the data of the school. What they can do, they can lay down a big wire from one campus to the other campus, and both campus is connected, and there is a complete networking is done in one campus, networking is done in another campus, and both are connected through a single wire. Then what happened, even it is 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, 20 kilometer in radius, if the wire is laid out, what will happen? It creates a complete network. That means although it's a 10 kilometer away, but still they can access the data which is there. So initial the board exam results used to happen with this method, where the cables has been run out, and that's called as an intranet method, and these things are happening, and that kind of approach is also called as a MAN. That's a metropolitan area network, where it is not limited to the local area, but it is also in the metro cities is available. Now imagine if there is a multiple metro area network is there, and they all wanted to connect to a common internet. What will happen? This is how it will work. This is one of the MAN. Okay, maybe one campus where multiple LANs are connected. The city 1, the city 2, where the same thing is there. City 3 has got the same system. City 4 has got the same system. They all are LAN and MAN is there, but they all have to connect. That means one city to another city. See, cables are there, hence you are able to, the head office is able to get the data of your students, right? So example, if a head office wanted to know what is the marks scored by student A, B, C, what happens if this school is in, let's say, in one of the city in let's say in Bangalore, the Mysore is the school, and Bangalore head office wanted to know the result. Because the LAN cable is there, they can access to that database system and they can get the data. But imagine if Delhi campus wanted to know what is happening in the Mysore campus, or maybe somewhere in the US or somewhere in the UK, people wanted to know what is the result of that students, how they get the data. Think about this. There should be a cable system must be available which is connected throughout everywhere, and that's how it is formed a internet. Okay, and it is very costly system. Any individual cannot lay down the connections, right? Because you know that if today somebody from the America also wanted to visit your school website, they just go to the browser and enter your school website and just click on a button, they will be able to access your website, school website, right? So how this data of your school website is shared to them? There should be a strong wiring system, and your school or anybody cannot have the like as an individual or any big companies also, they cannot afford to lay down all the wires from one city to another city, or we are talking about one state to another state, or we're talking about from the multiple countries. So there should be a complete channel of different parties who are connected, who has connected to the main cables. Okay, and hence we are forming this kind of wide area network, and then the wide area network is allowing us the approach of internet. Okay, so example, let me come back to the previous story, thinking about your own school, how your school can be connected to the internet. Okay, the simple thing is, you have got 4 computers, you are connected to the network switch. Now network switch, if you wanted to be connected to the internet, you have to contact your internet service provider. Okay, what internet service provider is doing is, they also set up their modem there outside the school campus, and they give connection to the main network. Main network is, let's say there is a wire is going out, and they give a connection of your school to the central line. Then what will happen? If you access anything, you are connecting to the central line, and central line is helping you to connect throughout the world, right? So these connections is been done by the this connection is done by the internet service provider. Now we always have the thought process that in our mobile phones we don't have the wire. Then how exactly we get the internet? Okay, I think that all the sensor you will be getting the clarity right now when I'll explain you more step. But as of now, understand one thing: if there is a network, networks are connected to the internet, to the main internet lines via our ISP provider. So we are paying to them. Maybe we do the mobile recharge, maybe we do the bill payment for the internet, and they help us in connecting our school network to the global network. That's why it is called as the definition. If we go back to the definition, it is talking about internet is a global network of interconnected computers that communicate with each other. Okay, now let me take you to give you more clarity. Now I think you got the clarity about what is LAN, what is MAN, what is WAN, right? Now how the internet is connected. Okay, now I'm just showing you a global map. This is the global map. You can see the where is the India is there, right? India, Pakistan, you have got the different Egypt, Italy, Hong Kong, China, different places are there, Singapore and all. Now what these countries have done, because you have to access the data of maybe of some kind of websites of China, or you wanted to access some website of Egypt or Europe. What exactly is happening is there in the sea, ocean, there is a wire which is laid down, which is connecting different countries. Okay, and the big parties, big investors, big companies are connecting the bigger wire to the different countries. For example, this was the image which I am showing you right now. This was the image which was from the source of Reliance Jio. They had announced the launch of the new submarine cable system with 100 Gbps capacity, and this new system links Asia, Africa and Europe. So the cables which you can see it, this is done by the Reliance, and they have done like this. Likewise, the Bharti Airtel, they also put the cables to connect, because they again cannot kept the cables to the entire country, different countries. So they connect the cables to the maybe on the Reliance Jio, and things can happen like this. The different countries connect the cable to the main line, and how this main lines look like I'll show you. But we are very proud that India has got its own. That's why the fiber cables are being kept out, and these cables are connecting the different countries. And how these cables are look like, I'll just show you in the image. So big ships used to go and travel in the seas, and this is how the length of the cable. These cables are laid down in the seas if we wanted to connect from one country to another country, right? So this kind of cablings are helping us. So this will be laid in the sea shore. It look like this. There are always two cables. In case one cable has got some problem, other cables will work out. So as a backup, always two cables are kept inside the seashore, where on the speed of light the data travels. Okay, on the speed of light the data travels here. So how it is laid down? It is laid down like this. Example, this is one country and this is another country. What they do is they just laid down the cable completely at the bottom of the sea. They connect like this, so that it will not get from the land level. It connect like this, and what happens? These cables goes to their main office, and from there it goes into the a different part of the country. For example, if we talk about in India, Mumbai is the place where the fiber cables connects the different part of the country. So in Mumbai the connection has come to India, and that's the reason we are able to access the worldwide internets and other things. So that cable has come, but this strong cable cannot be kept in the entire country. So what has happened? These cables people used to in the different states, the different service providers are there, right? So you must have heard about example in Bangalore we have got a ACT. act as an internet provider. Somewhere it is a Hathway, somewhere it is a JioFiber, somewhere it is Airtel, somewhere it is a BSNL. So what they do is, BSNL was a BSNL has in the past also, BSNL has an entire telephonic line across the country. So they initially has started the internet connection. What they did was, they have taken the connection from this main cable which is in from Mumbai, and they try to spread across the country because they have already cabling done. And then some other companies are also coming into picture. So example, if in the local area, in the, let's say in the Bangalore, we wanted an internet. So what happens? The companies like Act Fibernet, they also put their own cables under the earth surface, and they try to make sure that these cables are connected directly to the main internet line. Okay, and suppose we contact the internet provider, okay, we require internet. What they do is, they put a new line or new cable from my home or from my school to connect to their main line. That's the way they are doing it. And they also keep the towers, that means big towers you have seen in the outside your school or somewhere. There is a big towers are there. In the towers they have put a big antenna. Now these antennas are the antenna which is helping in publishing this wireless signals, right? They publish the wireless signals, and these wireless signals comes to our mobile phones, and we get the mobile internet connectivity, we get our mobile network, right? So what they do is, they are creating their own offices, small offices, and these offices, they have kept a tower also, and the cable which is coming, the cable they connect to the tower, and through tower it is transmitting the radio waves, so that we can connect our mobile phone and we can run the internet, right? So I hope this is also a little bit, you must have got the clarity. So in simple word, if I explain you, there is a network. After network, there are different internet service providers are available, whether it's a Jio, BSNL, Airtel, Idea, everybody. These internet providers also have their own towers, or they have got their own cables where they give a connection to our school, okay, or our home or our network. So when we connect to their network, they connect our network to the world network, right? So sometimes if their lines are not working, sometimes if you heard about the BSNL is not working, internet is not working in the school, it is not about the entire world internet is not working. Maybe the service providers has got some problem with their internet lines. Maybe somewhere in the society, in the city, there must be like somebody must be digging the road, and they must have cut the fiber lines. So that way the connection is completely stopped to reach to our school, and we are not able to connect to the outside world. So what happens? That's the reason our internet is down, and then we contact the service provider. They tell, okay, it will take some more time to fix it out. It will be done. Same way, suppose our plan is getting exhausted. Let's say we have monthly recharge plan. It is getting exhausted. Automatically, what will happen when we contact them? They will say, first you recharge, then only we provide you the internet, right? That's how it is happening. So same happens to the mobile phone also. So this is for the mobile connectivity. What is happening in the mobile connectivity? This is how the towers are kept, right? This is the image of tower. So we, in our mobile phone, we also have got a wireless adapter which checks the signal. The more we close to the tower, they keep the tower everywhere nearby our house. We connect to the wire to the pole which is there near to our house or our school. We connect through our mobile phone. If we are very close, then we have got a very good signal in our mobile phones. And then based on our recharge plans, based on our, like we recharge 1.5 GB per day or 2 GB per day, based on that information, they give us that kind of frequency range for our internet, right? They connect our device to the internet. If we are not recharging, the internet service provider can stop us also, right? But they are not the owner of internet. If we change the network provider, we switch from one network to another network, it will work out, right? Because other line we have recharge plan, they are working fine. That way it will work, right? So that's how it has been work as a overall internet. So nobody is owning internet in the world. People has got some access to control it. The countries like China has stopped YouTube to be played in their country. So what has happened when the main line has come up in the China, they have stopped from there itself. These websites should not open in the entire China, and they are not able to open many of the popular websites which is available. But definitely there are methods which their government agencies are using it to connect to it. But this is the mobile connectivity. Okay, mobile internet. So we understood one thing, that how the cable internet works, how the mobile internet works, or mobile tower works. They have got a central office using this, they are managing it. Now there is a concept has come. People are also thinking that if this kind of cables are there, it is too costly, it is not reaching to the different part of the country, the rural part of the country, then how it can reach out there. So now many service provider cannot, which is in the regional level, they cannot put their own investment in putting the cables to a different part of the country, and hence in many part of the country, although internet has reached, but because of the local service provider or internet provider, they have not invested a lot so that the wire can connect to each corner of the country. And hence, to solve that such problems, there is a concept of satellite internet has come into picture. Okay, satellite internet will be what? It will be, again, they also should have a central office from where satellite is transmitting or receiving the information. It will look like this. Okay, they are the provider office, the left hand. So this left hand side, you can see that the end user in your house, you have, let's say you have not connected through the cables, you are not recharged your plan with the local service provider, you wanted directly to get a internet from the satellite. So what happened, like the people who place the cables or place the cables under sea water, they only have invested now on satellite internet. In multiple countries, this project is successfully running, and India, it is happening in very I can say in an early stage. There is a project is going on in Gujarat, in the Gir district, in Chhattisgarh, in the Korba district, in Odisha, it is Nabrangpur district, and it is in Assam, in Jorhat, ONGC. This project is going on where a satellite is kept on the Earth orbit, and there is a service provider which controls it, because anybody cannot connect to the internet, right? Because somebody should give them the permission. So the central provider office checks who has access for these plans, what kind of internet they require, and they are managed to the satellite. They give the signals to the satellite, and satellite connect to this office, and from this office through the cables it is connected to the world over internet, right? So now this is how the satellite internet. And then when you go to the news, and you will find out now the Starlink was the one which is providing the satellite internet, so that internet can be also used on the flight. And now in India, in the US also, the HughesNet and many satellite, they are the main people who actually deploy their own satellite, and they charge people for using the service. Okay, so internet comes from the satellite directly. And now in India, the project is happening is by Geospace Fiber, which is in collaboration with Starlink. Okay, and they are setting their internet on the Earth orbit, and that is connecting. That will, I think, when we see from now, within 1 year time, you will find out satellite internet is operational in India in larger scale within 1 year. And Geo is doing this amazing activity. So coming back to the clarity, there are a lot of, if we understand the concept of network, if you understand the concept of internet, the cables, how the art of internet, what is router, what is thing, there is a lot of career options also associated with this. Whether we talk about the network engineer, okay, whether we talk about the network security specialist, there is certification programs going on for this, where if a person has interest, they can start from their house and they can start learning more about this concept, networking concept, and then they can have this all. I told you about the satellite internet is coming. Somebody should be managing the internet networks. People are being hired by the companies like Jio, Airtel. They have been hired for managing the networks and all those things. And you can see in the mobile phones, they are developing the apps. They are they're providing amazing plans, benefits. So these kind of people are required who can provide immediate support and solution for the people, right? So this is the internet part. I hope you are clear with this entire thing and how this internet works. But there is one myth which is talking about the internet and www is same. No, internet is just a connection of computers, global computers. World Wide Web is different thing. Okay, connection of computer means the computers are connected. Now they can share the files, they can send a communication, they can do anything. But if you wanted to access any website, okay, any kind of web pages, for that purpose the World Wide Web is the protocol using which we can actually connect these computers if you wanted to access the website. Okay, so for example, your school has got, maybe as your school don't have the school website. If somebody wanted to access your school website, if the website is not there, how they can get the information about the school? But they can send you the mail. The mailing part is fine because you can have your mail address, the mail can be sent. But if on the internet, imagine the internet will help you out in sending and communicating the mail. But if your website is not there, how they can get the information about the things and which platform they can use to access your website? Thence the concept of www is coming up, where the World Wide Web is a system of interlinked hypertext document which is possible because of internet. So the documents are done a hypertext. So if you have studied in the computer subject the topic like HTML, right, hypertext markup language, in that there is a concept of like doing the hyperlinking, the anchor tag. What anchor tag is doing? You put a link inside the anchor tag, it is a clickable. You click on the link, the page, it directs to the page. The same works here. The World Wide Web is helping you out in connecting your connecting to any web page. If there is a image, videos or things are available through the www, we are able to connect to that computers. Okay, so for example, you can see this example. If we open any one web page in the form of a notepad, let me just open it. This is just a notepad, HTML, basic things. Welcome to the Foundation Digital Literacy Program. And when we scroll down, this is a basic HTML. I scroll down, I have put here click the link below using the anchor tag a, under the tag like ahref www.sway.com, right? If we do it and we open the HTML page, and when we click, the concept works like this. So when we click on this page, it opens in the browser which is having the www, and then there is a clickable link which you can click. It checks where it is redirecting and then it goes to that page and it opens up, right? It opens like this. So there's an image of all the different regions where the schools are joining up the sessions, from Punjab, from Kanyakumari, from everywhere, I think all the part of the country. So that was the idea of how this entire things works for you, World Wide Web. We will have a detailed understanding about how this domain name server works, how the DNS works in our later digital literacy actual program. This is a foundation course. Just understand one thing, www is not a internet. It is the method using which we connect to the different web pages. Okay, we are able to access the web pages. Like for email, for sending the mail, we don't require a web page. We can send the email by some protocols, whether we talk about IMAP, we talk about POP, SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. If we use SMTP and put the IP address where we wanted to send a mail, we will be able to easily send out the mails to the other person if they are in the same network by using the SMTP protocol. Likewise, HTTP protocols are there, which is helping us in connecting to the internet. So there are different web browsers are there, which is helping us in connecting the internet. The web browsers which you are aware about, Google Chrome, Mozilla, Safari, Edge, Opera, these all web browsers are helping you to connect to the internet, and they are available in the different languages. They all are designed with different programming language, whether it's a C++ or Java. So these are the basic things which you are learning in your school. Using that only this all websites or web browsers has been developed. Now web browser is a platform on which we can run the www or any other protocols, right? So today you can mention about what are the key learning topics which you have gone through it. What are the real world application, how internet works, that you can understand. So when you type any website, the first question, if you think about again, when you type any kind of website like google.com, how it works is, it first checks your internet, whether you are connected to the internet or not. If you are connected and the member of internet, it will send your request. It will first convert. If you type www.google.com, it will not understand what is google.com. It will convert it into the IP address where exactly it has to reach. It will go and find out the nearest server of Google via the network, and in the speed of light, it goes to that server. Example, it cannot go to the US because Google has also data center in Hyderabad. It is in different location. So it goes there, it fetches the video, it checks there, and it immediately comes and play the video for you, right? So it is all happening in a very lightning speed, which we cannot never imagine, and that's how it works. So on your worksheet today, you can work on diagram of computer network, make it wired and wireless, diagram of internet, how a system can be connected to the internet through the ISP provider using the modem. You can go back in home and you can also explore little bit with your parents' device. You can talk to them also about it, that how internet works. You will get a little curiosity to understand more, and your concept will be clear, right? Now the three quiz which is there: what is internet? A local network, a global network, a single computer, or a type of software? I hope you got the answer. What is the role of server on internet? To request data, to store data, to browse the website, or to search for information. Server is basically to hold the data, right? Now, why we are explaining all these things is because the kind of possibility of the satellite internet and many things which is coming into picture, and India going to become a developed nation, the role of internet will play a big role, and internet has to reach to every corner of the country, and there's a lot of career opportunities are also available associated with this. So if you have skills certification related to networking, there are CCNA certifications are available, which normally we understand more on networking, and then we can understand about this, and we can easily join, and we can be a service provider for many things, right? So with that, we'll stop today. As we can mention again, digital literacy is not about using technology, it is about understanding it. Our next topic is on cyber security, which we can resume tomorrow at 9 a.m. right? With that, students, we'll stop now. Thank you so much for joining.